Hey everybody, welcome in. I was at home. I said, let me turn the scanner on just to see what's going on. And they were shutting down Arden Mall, blocking all the parking lots off, calling for shields, and telling everybody to stop all the cars from coming inside and everything. So I was like, let me head on out that way. So we're on our way there now. But then they started requesting somebody got shot or what. So we're just going to make our way to Arden Mall to see what's going on. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. So just get there and see what's
150 Violent, 3001, change on the street, first subject with a knife, possibly cutting himself. It's going to be a male white 20s, medium height, thin build, no shirt.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Somebody put in the comments how many people are watching. And they also were calling for CSI.
CS40 and I are approaching the Arden Fair area. Where are we needed?
You guys were the Tuesday,
Just Sam 2, you can check in with 3 Sam 2, just south of the Barnes & Noble.
South of the Barnes & Noble. So we're going to come in off of El Camino. And then come in from the FedEx Kinko's. Hopefully they don't have the parking lot blocked over there.
3 Sam 2, we're going to start swapping out for our day 2 folks. That's where we're heading.
Sector 7 at 2735, time element pending at 1 Scripps Drive. I can actually stand by on that. 71 36 copy 906 person.
You can hold on. Looks like he's filling a bucket with water.
36 check. Background, heard someone saying that they're not going to be stabbed today. Per further argue with them online, so they were at 4:15. The dad came back outside with a knife in their hand and was threatening the family.
215. The sheriffs are coming. We're just seeing that perimeter. Just FYI.
I'm en route to Arden Fair Mall. They had some kind of call going on where they were shutting the mall down, telling everybody to shelter in place.
With her spouse. The spouse was outside. The female was injured but is declining medical aid.
And the
spouse outside
were blocking the driveway, and then they were also requested fire ambulance, and then they said that they're sending out CSI as well.
It's going to be the first one in the hallway for the.
So we're going to go check it out and see what's going on.
Pediatric.
They got a perimeter set up.
See, that'd be great.
Yeah, it was a red charger, right?
That's a red charger and additional D7 units still needed.
Yeah, Bev, I was blocking the wrong people, and then I had to figure out how to unblock them.
Bravo 71, I copy subject 48. Wait. Also had an open line for the female and female, possibly a 242 between them. Also a
welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
A male was saying that he was bleeding and was threatening the female.
Bravo 71 from 2 Charles 73. You guys still need this out there? Bravo perimeter. Just a flag.
Additional sectors of unit needed. One church drive, number 100. The female was in a 242 with her spouse. The spouse was outside. The female was injured but is declining medical aid. The spouse outside is Demaria. Male black adult, 2357. Male, twisted his hair, black shirt, possibly the red Dodge Charger, unknown weapons. It's going to be the first floor in the hallway for the female half.
Control, still got the Charger on the north side of the business. Occupied with the driver and his mobile through. VMA, black shirt, logos, and blue Jeep. Can't see the driver yet, but it's backed up right now.
If you don't have anything else to do, that'd be great. Copy. And I'm sorry, did you say that you think that there's a female passenger?
There was a red Charger, right?
That's a red Charger.
Not sure the gender, but it's black adult, the black shirt, colorful logo on the front of the shirt, and blue Jeep. I'll try to get you put up the car. There was a red Charger.
Oh, Frank, we're en route to the mall. There's something happened out the mall where they were shutting down the mall and telling everybody to shelter in place, and they wouldn't. And then they set up a perimeter, and then now they requested CSI and fire to respond. So we're going to go check it out and see what's going on.
I'm not sure yet.
Copy. Charles 33, I copy. You're going to respond on the DV call in 7. Thank you.
Yes, I am. Sorry, the lieutenant just walked in. Can you cancel animal control to my location, please?
Yes. Copy. I'm sorry, did you say that you think that there's a female passenger?
I'm not sure the gender of the black adult with a black shirt.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
Sorry, I was on the phone. You said it's not a good spot.
Yeah, there's not. I don't have a description of what the female was wearing.
There's a Fusion, a Ford Fusion, like older models, that's kind of halfway parked the roadway just across the street. And there's also a car backed into the driveway behind the lock gate. So it's probably best if you land to the west and then I'm set up to the east.
And from Fullerton?
And then walk her to see if we see him come out. And 3 stand for his advice.
Yep.
Good for. Okay.
It's supposed to be over by Barnes and Noble. By Barnes and Noble.
Southbound turn on University. And I'm still looking for the 94 out. I'm not sure.
Copy.
Zebra 146 walking on FOC.
Yeah, sit next bar.
All right, so they got this whole place over here blocked off. But we're gonna park and get out and walk in.
What's the deal with it?
Southbound now from University.
Copy. Southbound House from University.
Heavy.
Should clear expired date. No pending master.
Copy, thank you.
So y'all just gotta bear with me for a minute. I don't know how well the signal's gonna do. So we're gonna see.
Go ahead. You're very much.
My computer's being really slow. Did my call come through?
You turn me on that now and report on data.
Negative. We can take it.
Copy.
Abandoned vehicle at 200 Willamere Drive.
Copy.
Operation Day 2. Engine 105, medically, District 105, 2407, marks the lane number 245, Engine 105, Operation Day 2.
Copy, it's going to return our rental vehicle to the plate.
I'm looking at the thing now. It's already got a weak signal.
Probably have to check him. 302.
Yeah, but my signal's bad. I don't have much data left. But there's blood all on the ground right there. It's probably some kind of a officer-involved shooting, my guess. The way the call came out. We're at Arden Fair Mall. This is Arden Fair Mall. It looks like it's going to be some kind of a officer-involved shooting, maybe. Yeah, that is a shoot. That is a shoot.
Monique.
Hey, how are you?
We'll come chat just a little bit.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
No, it wasn't a high-speed chase. No, the SWAT team was, looks like they was trying to get a hold of somebody in a car. And they just started asking, you know, to shut down the parking lot, and they was asking for shields. And then they started asking for the fire department. And you can see there's blood on the ground. So it's probably and then you got the suits out here. So it's most likely going to be some kind of an officer-involved shooting. Yeah, so that's probably most likely what's going on here. They've got this whole area blocked off. But they're probably going to be giving a briefing here in a little bit. Okay, for all, how many, put in the comments how many people are watching on YouTube. Put it in the comments. I'll give you guys a briefing here in a minute. Let's get some more people on here. 3 on Facebook, 98 on YouTube, 97, okay. Okay, so to give you an update on what happened is I was monitoring the scanner, and the Sheriff's Department SWAT team was watching a vehicle here in the Arden Fair Mall, and they were... Is it going this way? Okay. But you see that broken window on that car, and there's blood on the ground over there. Whoever was injured was most likely shot is gone now. They requested fire to respond and get him, you know, and take him to the hospital. But the Sheriff's Department suits are out here, so it's most likely an officer-involved shooting. It's most likely an officer-involved shooting. Because you don't need the detectives if you're just arresting somebody and you break out their window. The subject who was shot is gone. They're at the hospital. Yeah, whoever was injured is gone at the hospital now. But yeah, this is Arden Fair Mall. Arden Fair Mall. You see those bullet holes in the cop windshield? I don't see any bullet holes, no. But you might be able to see better than me with the video. Yeah, they're supposed to be giving a briefing here. And when they do, I'm gonna try to get in on the briefing. But y'all see the red stuff on the ground there with all the shattered glass and the shoes? Was that Pippi that they don't know what's going on? Yeah, they're a little late to the game. I'm in Arden Fair Mall. Sheriff's Department SWAT team was trying to stop some people, and they was requesting a shield and a bunch of other stuff, and shutting the mall down and telling everybody to shelter in place. And then they started calling for the ambulance, so we can assume that it's an officer involved shooting, because they got the detectives out here. And you don't call for detectives just to, you don't have CSI and all the other stuff. And you can see there's a bunch of the red Kool-Aid on the ground. What it is, I'm using my backup hotspot, and the data's run out on that one, and my main hotspot it broke, and so I'm waiting on a replacement. It's supposed to be coming today.
I caught it late. Can you tell me what you saw late?
Yeah, YouTube is better and clear. YouTube is better and clear as well. The detectives are out here as well. So that's most likely what happened.
Got the 187.
We're gonna see how this works. We're gonna try it on another. We connected to my backup phone's hotspot. Let's see if this works better. Yep. Good, yourself?
Busy.
Okay.
Busy day.
We're at Arden Mall. This is Arden Fair Mall. By the AT&T building. By the AT&T building. Yeah, they're here now. There's other news media channels here now. And I think there's a news helicopter up too.
What time do you want?
We have
What's
one more interview.
Let's do it.
What's on the ground is what leaks out of a person. Ella, I'm always saying what's going on. I can't keep doing it over and over again. So, based on what I can tell, this is most likely an officer-involved shooting here at Arden Fair Mall. I heard them on the scanner trying to arrest somebody, and they were requesting shields to be brought up. And then they were shutting down the parking lot and having all the businesses shelter in place. And then they requested Code 3 fire and ambulance to respond. So that's most likely what happened. But you can see the bandages on the ground there where the broken glass is at. They've got tags, the numbered tags on the ground that marks where evidence is. And you got detectives in here with the suits on. And they only come out when it's a officer-involved shooting like this. TikTok, there's 400 people in here. I should be at like 50,000 likes. Y'all start tapping that screen. Yeah, that suspect from that stabbed that little girl. Yeah, he came out at like 5. They arrested him. This is Arden Mall, Arden Fair Mall.
Take this because I'm shooting.
I'm walking. How are you?
Are you in that black suit? We're gonna wait for a second. Start getting set up here. I don't know how many they're putting out as far as people. I don't know if they're gonna have 1 PIO or 3. Don't press myself before I go where it comes from. Hey, how did you guys see it? Yeah. Oh, was it? Yeah. That's okay. Well, you can see it on signal. Don't I have it on signal?
They brought the car in to block the view. Look, the truck can block our view.
Yeah, I was really dude, no.
Yeah.
It was great. There was one thing that we all laughed about it.
You heard a homeless guy got shot under the bridge there, Matthew? Might have, I don't know.
Yeah, well, they wrote it. I wanted to make sense, right? No, like all the teasers were right, everything else was right, but I think in the story, like they said something like the anchor. Yeah. So the editing was like, it was gold. No, it was great. David. Yeah, I know who you are. Oh, there you are. Yeah, okay. Right. No, I was freaked out because I really wanted to do this. Oh, your numbers. I didn't want to. All right. We're ready to go?
Not yet. I got to add Dave's number to my phone, then I'll...
What are you guys? Oh, you guys are. Who's doing the most talking?
They're going to kind of talk about how we got here, and then I'll talk about it.
I think what we'll do is meet the deputies at dispatch, so we'll start it off, and then...
You guys want to do them individually so you can mic him and mic me? Is that better?
You guys will blend together.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, by the hour?
I'll go first, yeah. We were initially dispatched. Are you live? You're live.
We will, but
That's fine.
Oh, wait, yeah, we'll let him grab the consistency first.
Hey, Trevor.
Amazing reporter.
Or a really bad one. Yeah, can we? You get your mic. I just want to make sure both mics are on. I just want to make sure both mics are on at the same time. This is off. Whose mic do you have? Mine.
you have somewhere to
No, I just want to make sure they're not both.
No, just share it. We're going to be on the same mic.
Can you fire up?
I saw Dave.
Yeah, I'm powering up right now. Anyone else live or pretty good?
No, just one second.
Okay, stand by, stand by.
Yeah, he's doing it right now. Okay, are you guys gonna feed it live?
Oh, we got one more.
Just
tell the video where
I'm someone called.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay. Does that make sense to ask? The mic?
Are you an IP1 Steve?
I am, correct.
I'm not dialed in yet, but I can be in.
Go ahead. Dial. No, but your backpack.
Yes.
Him first.
So when it hit start?
Yeah.
I'll open it. You're initially dispatched.
It may have gone down.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Wasn't already?
I thought it was. I powered it up when I walked out. So. I'm ready when you guys are. Backpack says it's
Yeah. Are you ready, Robert?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good?
Lock it.
All right, good. All right, I'm gonna go and start off with my name first. Sergeant Marcus Dasquez. First name. Hold on. Sorry. First name Marcus. Last name B as in boy. Asquez. Sergeant with the Sacramento Police Department. Today, just after 12 o'clock, our officers were dispatched to a call of the 1400 block of Exposition regarding a possibly armed suicidal subject. Our officers responded to the area. We're checking the area. We were advised by the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department that they also were in the area and were assisting in looking for this possible subject. At which time I'm going to go ahead and pass this off to Sergeant Gandhi. That was just essentially our part.
Any questions for them?
Any questions? You want to do questions at the end, or
Since you're mic'd up, I
Okay.
mean, overall, Arden Fair Mall, is this your area, the Sacramento Police Department's area, the fact that it has happened around so many people, customers, businesses, the impact. What can you tell us about that part of it?
Yeah, correct. So obviously, Arden Fair Mall is a part of a business district in the city of Sacramento, jurisdiction and city limits. And so that's why we were initially dispatched and responded to this call.
And were you able to see this subject? And once you spotted this subject, is that when you?
I don't have that information. This is still an ongoing investigation in regards to what we actually saw and what the sheriff's department. So that's still part of the investigation.
I'll have most of that.
So okay, and I'll just ask you this, and then maybe I don't. So are you going to be talking about the fact that this subject was shot, or is that the sheriff's department?
That'll be the sheriff's department. Yeah. Good. Okay.
That one's ours. I know. No, hey.
You're gonna go through everything that they just went through, right?
Yeah.
Yours. Amar, you get yours?
Yep, I got it. Oh no, I
got one more.
What's up, Paul?
Sorry, no, mine's
we can't. We got to get going. We got another interview, so just keep rolling. Right back. I'll throw them all. Put where you like. Pocket. Thank you. Sorry.
Are you going to go through what you basically went through, like what's going on here?
More or less. Mine is in the car.
Okay, thank you. I
didn't even think to bring them out.
That is okay. Yeah, we got a lot to cover. All right, how are you guys on sound? Good. Okay, so Sergeant Amar Gandhi, spokesman of the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office.
Going up.
Good, I know.
Awesome.
Good deal. All right.
Yep.
So it's actually is related to the homicide from earlier. I'll kind of recap that. So last night about 10:40 p.m., our deputies responded to a shot spotter activation, 2-round activation at the apartment complex on 1100 Howe. We also received several 911 calls. From there, deputies discovered 2 females that were shot. Both were actually declared deceased at the scene. So from there, obviously a homicide investigation ensued. It's been going on all day, all night. Detectives were able to identify 32-year-old Ricky Hunter as the suspect. They were able to, again, work up all the information they needed, obtain an arrest warrant for both homicides for him. From there, detectives were able to track him to this area right here. Obviously, this falls under Sac PD's jurisdiction. This is where that collaboration comes in, working seamlessly with our partnering agencies, that they were also responding to a similar type call of what we were going to. So very seamless in terms of that portion of it. From there, deputies spotted him inside the AT&T store back here. Rather than try to apprehend potentially armed subject inside the store with a lot of people, waited for him to actually get inside of his car, tried to arrest him inside the car. From there, he actually grabbed a shotgun, turned it on himself, shot himself in the chest. From there, deputies were able to, again, pull him out of the car, administer first aid, administered a chest seal, actually saved him. So as of right now, he is still alive from our last update. Was transported to the hospital, and that's where we are right now.
I'm curious about I'm not asking you to speak for the police, but they described him as a suicidal. Right. So they described him as a suicidal subject. You guys didn't describe him that way. You described him as a homicide suspect. At what point did you guys determine, or did you determine he was suicidal?
I never said anything about suicidal. Those are your words.
Do you guys know why he was in AT&T?
No, I don't. And I mean, a lot of speculation could be led to that. But again, that investigation is still very much in its infancy. We were able to, again, the big part is able to establish who he was and obviously where he was. But we don't have kind of why he was there. Still kind of working on what led up to the murder in the first place. A lot of good investigations. These guys are the best in the business. They don't mess around. Like I told you in many other interviews, if you're wanted for something by the sheriff's office, we're going to find you and quite quickly.
What about the fact that this happened in a very high traffic area, obviously?
Kind of touched on that already. He was inside a store waiting for him to get in the car.
You indicated that there was a gunshot wound to himself. It sounded like, I was hearing it sounded like possibly there was 1, 2, or 3 pops of potential gunfire. Are you aware of any others, or just the
one?
Just the
self-inflicted.
Okay.
Yeah, no shots fired from any of our personnel.
Do we know if he's related to the victim shot at the apartment complex last
Yeah, he is actually the suspect. Our detectives identified. A warrant was issued for both of them, or for both of those homicides related directly to him. So he was our suspect. He was our bad guy. Not the ending we wanted. We'd much rather have just taken him into jail peacefully and have him answer in court. But again, we are just beholden to the suspect's actions. So we can only react to what they do. We can only give them an opportunity.
And what's the next step in the investigation right now for you guys?
Well, a lot's still left to be done. I mean, again, they're still in the fact of trying to establish a motive. Of course, we've got to see his condition and how that goes. So still a lot to be done very early on, but at least right now, public can rest assured the person responsible for that double homicide is at least accounted for in one respect.
How long were you guys tracking?
When the warrant was issued.
Did you get the name and the ages of the
No, not yet. And a lot of that's still pending the next of kin notification, and that'll be done by tomorrow.
As of right now, do you know if there's any correlation with double homicide, this Case Street?
I don't know anything about the K Street shooting, but definitely, obviously, between here and 1100 Howe, this is the guy who killed those two ladies.
Do you know the condition that he's in right now?
He is alive from what we know, and they are working on him in the hospital. So as of right now, last update just a few minutes ago, he is alive. Ultimately, I mean, we do want him to survive. We want him to answer in court for his actions. And again, only he really knows kind of what led up to all this.
Just to clarify, there was only one shot fired from him?
Correct, yeah. There was not an officer involved shooting by any stretch. One shot fired at himself with a shotgun.
And how many deputies were on the scene here tracking?
A lot.
And you wouldn't classify it as a suicidal subject? That's what he said, right?
I didn't say anything about suicidal. I know he is a homicide suspect. That's why we're here. He had a warrant issued for both of those homicides. That's who we're tracking. All right. Any questions? All right. We're going to be out here for a little while, obviously. So anything else, just hit me up. Right.
You said 32-year-old, right?
32-year-old. We'll put out a if we have a previous mugshot. I think we might, so we'll be able to put it in.
Okay.
I have one last question, actually. The Pete's, they were given a call to lock the shelter in place. Did the sheriff's department put calls into businesses to shelter in place?
They did in the AT&T.
What's that?
In the AT&T.
That's where he was spotted. He was actually apprehended and shot himself after in a car right here. Yeah, no, again, that was a whole big thing of waiting. We didn't want to endanger anybody else, create another situation that puts anybody else in the public at risk. So these guys, like I mentioned, they're professionals. They know what they're doing. These are the best in the business. We're gonna get him, and we got him, and obviously know what they're doing.
Omar, do we know how the suspect knew the victims from last night?
Not yet. And again, that's a lot of what they're working on right now. So again, we hope he survives. He can fill in a lot of those blanks that we just don't have answers to yet.
Do we know what type of shotgun it was? Does it register?
I don't have any of that just yet. So I can tell you it was not the murder weapon that we suspect was used at 11 Cal, so it's a different one altogether. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right. I don't know. Hey, Trevor, which one's ours before I start handing out mics at all of these? Yeah, I know.
We're all singing.
That's what I was saying. All of you guys used to. You guys, well, almost all.
How are you?
That one's not ours.
I saw you walking across and I went. With this guy over here, he walked up. Hey, Monica. Oh, hey.
Separate from
I'm sorry, say again.
Police department put on a call to there was a shelter in place.
That's how you said. Yeah, it wasn't like.
So you guys get that briefing? It's so bright out here, I cannot read the screens at all. It's so bright out here, I cannot read the screen at all. Okay, so based on what the briefing said, there was a homicide last night of 2 women, and the subject that they was looking for, they was tracking him. This happened in the sheriff's department's jurisdiction, I think on Howe Avenue, and they ended up tracking him over here to the AT&T store. He was inside the store, and so they were waiting until he came out, and then when he came outside and got into his car, that's when they approached, and he ended up taking a shotgun and shooting himself in the chest. And then they ended up pulling him out and putting a bandage, whatever it's called, a bandage or chest compression bandage or whatever, on his chest to save his life, and then he was transported to the hospital. That's what happened. All right, TikTok, I should be at 50,000 likes with this many people in here. I should be at 50,000 likes. Put in the comments how many people are watching right now on YouTube. $148, $150. If you guys like to support the channel on YouTube, the link to my donation and Cash App and all that good stuff's in the video description. For those just joining, there was a homicide. 2 women were unalived last night on Howe Avenue in Sacramento, and the sheriff's department developed who the suspect was, and they started tracking the suspect, and they ended up tracking him to this AT&T store over here, and they were waiting for him to come outside, and then when he came outside and got into this car, the officers approached him to try to arrest him, and he took a shotgun that he had and then shot himself in the chest. So the officers extracted him from the car and provided a life-saving first aid by putting a Band-Aid on his chest, and then he was rushed off to the ambulance to the hospital. And so unknown his condition, but they said he was still alive, based on the sheriff's department's actions.
So, did they think this was something to do with the 2 girls from
Yeah, this was the guy
that they were looking for?
They was tracking him.
Oh, wow.
And they watched him go into they tracked him into the AT&T store. They watched him in there, but they didn't want to do nothing inside because all the people, so they waited till he got in the car, and then he took a shotgun and put it on here and pulled the trigger on himself.
Oh, so he did have a shotgun?
Yes.
Yeah, because when we heard it, we were in the store, the Xfinity, and we didn't see nothing major. Then we come out and it's this.
So you heard the gunfire?
No.
Okay.
People heard it, but
okay.
We didn't. Thing, it was a shotgun. That's why they said they rushed him to the hospital, but they were doing chest x-ray,
impressions on him.
Yeah, so he probably deceased. So he did. This is the guy that was not a suspect, but they were questioning him about the 2 girls last night.
He was the one they wanted to. They had arrest warrants for him.
For the 2 girls.
Yes. So I don't know if he.
And the people that just left from Pete's Coffee, they're waiting to get their car. She lives 2 in the same complex.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Because she's the one that said too. They think it was the guy from that. So he must have knew the girls though, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Dang, and it broke the back window from him shooting it in the front.
I think the sheriff's department probably did that to get him out.
Oh, yeah. At least they didn't hit they didn't hit no other cars or anything. Looks like they're almost done. But they had officers in the AT&T store too with them?
I don't know if they were in there. They were outside, I know for sure.
Oh.
But they were plain clothes, but...
Oh, that's why they didn't know, because they were plain clothes. Because, why would he even come out, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Put it this way. I doubt if they were in there with him.
Yeah.
Because these guys are the SWAT team, they're all... you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could tell they the police.
Yeah.
everybody watching, I cannot see the comments at all because it's so bright out here, so I cannot see the comments at all.
They say over there. They said with the shotgun. Shotgun? He said with the shotgun. Yeah, they shot himself, I guess. Yeah, no, he took him. They're in the process of cleaning their hand. Everything that's inside this yellow, honey, is closed. Yeah, you can't go inside, no yellow.
All right, somebody put it in comments. I'm going to see if this live got dropped because I think it did. Okay. And TikTok, somebody on TikTok make a comment. I think the live got dropped.
Taking a picture.
Okay.
All the way around the yellow. Just can't go inside it. Just please do not cross. Only the police,
Yeah, this is one of the issues you run into as a streamer is you're limited by your data. You're limited by your data. And I'm on my backup hotspot that's out of data, and I switched it to my cell phone. So we'll see how long that'll last. On TikTok, I ended TikTok. I ended the live. It's over. It said no internet connection, so I ended it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, you have a good day, boss.
All right, you too, buddy.
Bye. Okay, folks, that's it. We're out of here. Ain't much going on now. So make sure everybody subscribes to my channel. Clicks that bell notification so they can be notified when I go live. We're heading on our way back to the car now. And then we're gonna end the stream because I ain't got no more data left. I gotta get home, see if my data plan is my new hotspot is at the house. Because if it's there, then I'll be back. We'll be back. So, everybody have a good day. I'll be back later if my hotspot's here.